Alright, once again, I'm a little late. It's okay. We're talking last night's episode of Raw, January 16th, 2023. And, it was pretty okay. It was pretty okay. Just a head up. It was pretty okay. It was pretty okay. Not gonna lie. But let me know what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment room where you guys are in Supremo. Let me know. Set that beautiful like button, blaze for me, and definitely don't forget to subscribe and join the Zebra gang. And let's go on ahead and begin the goddamn video, right? So starting right on off, we end up having, of course, the Bloodline showing up. They have basically been the starter of every single show, every single week, for like the longest of times now. Basically what ended up happening is they came out, they said that they're top-notch shit, they're the best, they are the ones and use the twos. That's basically what they ended up saying. And they were like, oh, Friday we're gonna beat Drew and Sheamus for and keep our SmackDown titles, which now they have now started to tease that people are able to challenge for one set of the titles instead of going after both of them at the same time, which ultimately is a little weird because as a tag team, I wouldn't want or care or think of, hey, let me only specifically go after this one set of titles, because I would like to be the champion of both. You know what I mean? That's just me. Pride, I guess. Because Drew and Sheamus are challenging this coming up Friday for the SmackDown titles, whereas Judgment Day is going after the Raw tag team titles this upcoming 30th anniversary episode of Raw. And of course, after talking all that shit, we got to see Judgment Day come out. Ex-Con Dom is the funniest thing ever. He basically is just playing up this whole role of I was in jail, I was in the pen, I'm that dude, I am a real thuggy ruggy motherfucker, even though apparently he was only there for like a day, and in reality he wasn't there at all. But you know, he has a purple heart and he's like acting like he went through hell in jail. It was funny. And then he called the Usos like wannabe essays, which is funny to me. They ended up obviously arguing a little bit because they are indeed fighting for the title against the Usos for the title, so makes sense. Then this happened. I was hoping so bad for one of these motherfuckers to finally rock fucking Rhea Ripley. I was hoping for this shit. I was hoping, even though I love Rhea Ripley, but I'm done with the Rhea. I'm done with the Rhea problem. I am. Solo was about to attack, but then Mustafa Ali came in, fucked them over. And then that match happened that ended in good old Kevin Owens basically coming out and fucking everybody up. I love Kevin Owens. It seems like they're going the route of literally basically making him the Stone Cold Steve Austin of now. He's like the one-man army that comes out. Everybody gets excited. You hear that music and you're just like, somebody's getting their ass fucked. You know what I mean? And yeah, he dealt with all three of the current members of the Bloodline, excluding Sami Zayn because he wasn't here. Wink, a wink for some reason. And yeah, it's pretty good. It was pretty good. He ended up being held back and whatnot. It was cool. We ended up basically, like, we all already knew that it was going to happen. We already knew that he was coming back at the Royal Rumble. We knew it. But we didn't 100% know it. Now we do. Because they basically spoiled the surprise. Cody Rhodes is coming back at the Royal Rumble. Cool beans. Cool beans. We had a random match of Shelton Benjamin versus... That looked funny. Dawkins is great. I love Dawkins. That was like the most overselling shit ever. But anyways, we had a random match of the Street Profits versus Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. And it seems like they are definitely playing up the whole... We're trying to get the Hurt Business back together, or at least MVP is trying to get the Hurt Business back together, because he tried to help, ended up causing a distraction in a sense, and caused Cedric and Shelton to lose to the Street Profits. But he's trying. And we all want the Hurt Business back together. We do. Let's be real. Next up, Becky Lynch came out, called Bayley a Karen. And it felt like she forgot some of the things that she was supposed to say. I'm assuming because of the fact that Vince is back, he probably had he had to have had some kind of influence over this episode, because I don't know what it was, but Becky felt a little off. It felt like she wasn't 100% on top of what she wanted / should / needed to say. You know what I mean? But called her a Karen, called her a bitch, talked about their past and everything, talking about how Bayley was the star child, while, yeah, Becky got called up early, but was kind of an afterthought in our reality compared to what they were doing with Bayley. And then challenged her to a steel cage match. Basically goaded her into it. And yeah, that's going to be on the 30th anniversary episode of Raw next week. So cool beans. Cool beans. Greatness. I love this art. Paul Heyman, I don't know who the fuck they... Oh, right here. Nolanium. But he's been getting a lot of different artists to like just do different Bloodline artworks. And I'm assuming he's getting them to do it, or they're doing it and he's sharing their artwork. I don't know. But I love it. I love Paul Heyman. Anyways, next up, randomly backstage, there was a Alpha Academy shenanigans going on with Judgment Day. Dom still talking about jail and stuff. And Chad Gable ended up basically trying to get him to enroll into the Alpha Academy and all that shenanigans. They have a match, and... cool beans, I guess. This one, I barely even remember who won. I believe it was Judgment Day, though. It was kind of like the definition of a nothing kind of match, though, to be honest. It was fun, though. It was fun. Because Otis is finally getting the cheers again. He's getting that shine again. He brought that caterpillar bullshit back. That he likes. Everybody likes. Confirmation that this was happening, even though we already knew. Next up, we ended up having Io Sky versus Mia Yim. It felt like the crowd wasn't too interested in all reality. We did get to see Io Sky come out with her normal entrance of her boom, 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 boom. We got to see that. We got to see the fucking... I love that. I love that. And they need to have Poppy's music just play for her to come out a little bit more on the regular. But Candice LeRae was out there for Mia Yim. Obviously, Dakota Kai was out there for Io Sky. And there was distractions. And then Candice LeRae helped out a little bit. Mia Yim ended up getting the meet the feet and won the match. And then they tried to jump Mia Yim, and Candice LeRae came and helped. That was pretty much the gist. I think that they are probably going to be doing a team thing. I don't know what the fuck happened with the OC and Mia Yim, but I guess we'll find out later. This is the thing that kind of irritates me. I'm a little... Why did they show it off? But Bianca Belair came back. But so did Alexa Bliss, and so did Uncle Howdy. Bianca basically came out and was like, yeah, I will beat the shit out of Alexa Bliss anytime, any day. I will fuck her up. And then Alexa Bliss came out and was like, oh, I'm gonna win the women's Royal Rumble and all that to get my title back. And then Bianca was like, no, bitch, we're gonna have that match at the Royal Rumble. We ain't gonna wait. Then they started to fight, and it was great. It was fun. It was good. And then Bianca just got super distracted by Uncle Howdy's like lights and show appearance, and then Alexa Bliss got a mean DDT on her ass. It was great. It was great. And then it was confirmed. Love this photo. Love that promo art. And then it immediately went into good old Sethy Poo. I love Seth Rollins, probably one of my favorite wrestlers right now. Aside from obviously like Jeff Hardy, love that guy. He is number one favorite, but Sethy Poo, love Seth Rollins. Led into the main event to see who's going to be fighting for the United States Championship. Finn, Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, Seth, Dolph Ziggler, or The Miz, which randomly now doesn't have to deal with Dexter Lumis, and I understand that wow. Oh my god, his name is Gargano is missing. Johnny Gargano's missing. Not missing, but like injured right now. But like, this guy, I love The Miz, but it seems like he's just kind of floating. Oh, we ended up having some Mustafa Ali, Dolph Ziggler shenanigans backstage too. Ali is not happy about a lot of the things that Dolph has been doing. But it was an eliminator type match, and ultimately you ended up seeing a little bit of assistance from MVP and Omos to help out with good old Bobby Lashley to get the victory. That's pretty much what the gist happened. There was a lot of random fucking, like, basically Seth just beat everybody until it was practically just Bobby Lashley left, and then Bobby won through a little bit of aid from Omos and MVP. So that was pretty cool, I guess. That was pretty good, because that has to mean that full-on confirmation we are indeed getting the Hurt Business back, and that makes me happy, because the Hurt Business never should have broken up. It really shouldn't have. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought of the episode of Raw. Sorry it was a little sluggish. I am feeling a little meh right now, but the grind must continue, I guess, right? And I don't edit videos, so there isn't any real reason for me not to just sit here for a couple of minutes and talk about it, right? But let me know what you guys thought. But that's all that I got for you. Daddy's the best on YouTube. Signing the fuck off. Have yourselves a nice rest of your day and a nice juicy chickadee goddamn chow.